Hello and welcome to That's English.
Hello. Today's programme is about superstition, supersticiones, and about the English you can use to talk about it.
Bernard has a problem with his job and he wants to go freelance, trabajar por cuenta propia. He's bored by his present job. It gives him security, seguridad, but it's not interesting.
On the other hand, he doesn't want to take any risks. No quiere correr riesgos.
So, will he go freelance or will he stay in his boring job? What will he decide and how will he decide?
Here's a question for you to think about. What advice does George give to Bernard? What advice does George give to Bernard?
How did the interview go?
They've offered me some freelance work.
Great.
I'm worried. I don't think I want to go freelance. I don't want to give up the security of my present job.
You said you're bored with your job.
I'm bored, but at least it's secure. If you're freelance, you never know what the future will hold.
Sometimes you have to take risks.
Valerie, you might have noticed that I am not one of life's great risk takers.
Then why are you smoking?
I don't know if I should take the job or not.
Write down all the good things about going freelance and write all the positive things about staying in the job.
That's a good idea.
What's wrong with you?
I'm confused. What should I do? I tried the I Ching. That was no good.
What did it say?
It said, if you want something, you must be patient. But then I don't know if I want to change my job. I went to see Rosie's friend, who's an astrologer.
Well, Bernard, it's hard to say. You could be happy in your new job. On the other hand, you could be unhappy as well as happy.
It might rain. There might be some sunny intervals. Or it might be thunder and lightning.
That's English weather.
I tried the tarot cards.
What did the cards tell you?
That the only certain thing was death. But I knew that already.
You know, Bernard, you worry too much.
If only I could see into the future, then I wouldn't worry.
Someone once said, life is like a very high bridge, and the secret of life is to walk across the bridge without fear.
Yes, well, I prefer to go the long way round. I think walking across a high bridge without fear is pretty stupid. I need a sign.
A sign?
A black cat, a dream, a broken mirror. I'm superstitious.
Why not toss a coin?
Do you think that's the answer?
Why not? Life is full of chance.
Yes, of course, that's a brilliant idea. Shall I toss the coin? No, you toss the coin. No,
I'll toss the coin. Heads or tails?
Shall I have heads or tails? I'll have heads. If it's heads, I'll change my job. No! Wait a minute. I'll have tails.
It doesn't matter if you choose heads or tails.
Of course it matters!
Por supuesto que importa. Of course it matters. Well, what did you think of George's advice?
Why not toss a coin?
¿Por qué no echarlo a cara o cruz? Why not toss a coin?
Notice that expression. Why not toss a coin? Why not is a short way of saying, why don't you toss a coin? Why not? Why don't you? And when you do toss a coin, you ask,
Heads or tails?
Heads or tails?
why not is also a very common way of giving advice. Have a look at poor Robert. He's got lots of problems. What advice would you give him in these situations? Why not take an aspirin? Or you could say, why don't you take an aspirin? Why not go to the dentist? Why don't you go to the dentist? Why not have a holiday? Why don't you have a holiday?
Good idea. Así pues, esta es una forma muy útil de dar consejos.
Sometimes advice has to be stronger.
Listen out for have to and must.
Sometimes you have to take risks.
Sometimes you have to take risks.
What should I do? I tried the I Ching. That was no good.
What did it say?
It said, if you want something, you must be patient.
If you want something, you must be patient. Debes tener paciencia.
That's a very good way to give strong advice.
If you want to speak English, you must watch That's English.
Fíjate en if. Se usa para expresar hipótesis.
If it's heads, I'll change my job.
Si sale cara, cambiaré de trabajo.
If you're freelance, you never know what the future will hold.
Nunca se sabe lo que deparará el futuro.
And now, back to our story. Will Bernard go freelance? And how will he decide? A coin? The tarot cards? Let's find out.
While you're watching, look out for a present that Bernard gives Valerie. Why this particular present?
Darling, I've got wonderful news. I got sacked today.
What?
I've lost my job.
What's happened?
The principal called me into his office. He said that there were some complaints about my work. My lectures were depressing the students. The principal asked me to leave.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes. I've got no choice. I have to take the freelance job. I'm so happy.
Oh, Bernard.
I know. I've been hell to live with.
What's this?
It's a Munch print. This is the picture of a man who is afraid to walk across the bridge of life. It will remind me not to be afraid to walk the bridge. It will look good in the living room, won't it?
Why don't we put it in the hallway?
Okay. If I move this mirror, the picture could... Oh! Oh, no. This is terrible.
Don't worry. I never liked that mirror much.
I've broken the mirror.
It was a cheap mirror.
When you break a mirror, it's 7 years bad luck.
That's just superstition.
There must be a reason for the superstition.
No, Bernard. There are no reasons for superstitions. They're just irrational fears.
Well, that's the present that Bernard gave to Valerie. He chose it because he thought that it would help him to face up to his problem.
Let's look at some of the superstitions we heard about in the story.
I need a sign.
A sign?
Una señal. A sign.
A black cat, a dream, a broken mirror.
Un gato negro. Un sueño. Un espejo roto.
When you break a mirror, it's 7 years bad luck.
When you break a mirror, it's 7 years bad luck. Son 7 años de mala suerte.
Or you can say, if. If you break a mirror, it's 7 years bad luck.
If you cross your fingers, it's good luck.
But that's all we have time for today. To practice that language, why don't you spend a few minutes after the programme thinking about Spanish superstitions?
Make sentences like the ones we've just practiced. If you do this or that, it's good luck or it's bad luck. In English, remember?
And out loud. In our next programme, we're going to hear more people talking about superstitions. There'll be a song, an advertisement, and a few good jokes.
Good jokes.
Well, I'll keep my fingers crossed. Goodbye. See you soon.
Bye-bye.